Hello. In an era of Sorosuke, where citizens are speaking up against bad governance in Nigeria, the government, on the other hand, is saying that the recent NSAS protest was fueled by fake news being circulated across social media, and as such is considering the reintroduction of the anti-social media bill to check fake news on the social media. The question, however, is should the government have control over what is done via the social media? Join me as I engage respondents on this question and many other questions. I am AJ Kingsley, aka Kings Middle, on StreetViews on Ominira TV.
Okay, straight to your question. I feel the government does not have any right to control what we say or what we tweet or what we do online. Rather, they have many more things to focus on. Sure, we know that there are some people that are propagating fake news, but there should be another measures to curb them. I personally, before I try to forward any news, I go to a large extent to vet the information. Let's say there is a tweet that is going on down that maybe someone says this. I'll go to that person's page to go and confirm if it is true. If it is true, I'll forward. If it is not, I won't. So just like I said, the government have more important, more sensitive issues to focus on than the social media. And the fact that they are saying that the NSAS movement was fueled by fake news, we all know that's a lie. We all know that's what they do. They lie to us, they lie to our face. Some lies that you can't even imagine, that's what they do to us.
Should the government control what you do via social media? So I start with you.
No, the government cannot control what we do via social media because it's going to affect the truth. So a lot of persons will the government will come up with lies, and like what they just did, any little thing they'll say is fake news and it's the truth. So it's going to affect the truth, and it's going to bring fear. It's going to bring fear from a lot of masses, a lot of persons. Because of fear, they will not be able to come out with the truth.
Okay, so if the government goes on to regulate the social media as it is, does this in any way infringe on the rights of the citizens to freedom of speech? How does it affect the citizen in that regard?
Of course, it's going to affect the citizen because, according to what she had said, she said earlier that there will be fears in the heart of everyone, trying to speak out the truth because, according to what is going on now, the social media is one of the things the youths have now. One of a way to express their feelings, one of a way to communicate with one another, and one of the ways to speak to the hearings of the government. When this social media of the thing is being monitored and is being followed now, it will reduce the amount of truth, and this will cause some fears in the heart of everyone, even who are willing to voice out, because even the leaders, according to, based on what happened, in the time past now, like the NSAS stuff, when it all happened, the social media is the only way the youth are able to express their feelings and to make people know what they are going through, to make them know the kind of pains they're having. Everyone was able to to speak out because that is the only way they can. And now, if this thing is being monitored and is being reduced or something, that means the right of the citizen are being they are being made to be suffered for the right, and I don't think that is going to be good enough. So, based on this, I don't think it's wise enough for the government to start monitoring social media.
Okay, both of you are actually on the same views that the government shouldn't regulate the social media. So how do we handle tackle the incidences of fake news across social media? We all agree that there's actually fake news on social media as well. So how do we go about tackling the issues of fake news?
In social media, 90% is the truth. So the fake news I can see there is government trying to cover the truth. So I don't think there's any fake news in social media because most of them are eyewitnesses, and we can see videos that back up the truth. So I think 90%, and 90% is an A. So 90% means it's perfect. It's I think
Well, actually, see, I really don't have much to say about this, but you know, monitoring the social media, I don't think there's any fake news because most of these things they are saying, saying fake news on social media, I don't really, I'm not really in support of that. Why? Is because talking in presence of someone you're afraid of is quite different from talking at the back of the person. You see, why I'm saying this is because I have my device that I can use to speak to the social media. You're not there, so I see no reason why I shouldn't speak the truth. When it comes to me and my device alone. So you now saying what I'm saying with my device while you're not there, even when I'm afraid of you, is still not the truth. I don't think that one is wise enough. Just today, just to cite an example, a friend of mine was being arrested by some CIDs or something like that because he wanted to do some program or something. Now they've arrested him. And all these things now, when this guy was going, he had to leave a message behind that. Okay, so people are just arresting me now. In case you do not see me in another time, please just make sure you publicize this thing. You understand? So now, after an hour, this guy has been taken away. The friend he sent a message to begin to publicize it. I started to fight for my friend because that's the only way I can fight for him. To fight for him too, I had to pick it up and I had to publicize it. So now you seeing that kind of a thing and now telling me it's a fake news from even a reliable source. I don't think that one is wise enough.
My take on this will based on two ways. Number one, if they are saying they want to regulate the activities on social media based on the fake news, I will go with them because fake news do more harm to human being than even carrying a gun and shoot. You understand? When you circulate a fake news, it goes round and people have another what's it called? Another motive on some particular news. But in other way around, if I will talk about the negative part of it, is the freedom of speech. You understand? This government for the past decade now, more than decade now, they've torn us down, and I think the only strength as a citizen what we have is the shout out, the ways to complain, and I think the only equipment we have is this social media of a thing. If we can speak louder and speak in a one voice on the social media, I think things will change. Like for example, what just happened based on the answer stuff. We can see it makes everybody stand on a voice that we want to end this, and we did that without holding a meeting in a particular place. We just have a conversation on the social media.
In your own opinion, what do you think? Should the government have control over what you do on social media or not?
Oh, you know the logic of this government. This government thinks that it can play the intelligence of Nigeria. Why you say that you are going to control social media? For what? For what? They want to stop everybody to talk truth. You want to say truth. You want to stop you. You can see that. Do you remember they say you don't want this clergy to talk true. Say any clergy talk true, they will arrest. They will embrace him. So, to my own view, it's wrong. It's wrong. This is a democracy. It's for the people. You can talk. If you have freedom of speech. So, I don't support it.
Okay, so what then happens, because we also have fake news on social media? So what should be done? How do we handle fake news on social media?
Anything have original, you must have duplicate. If you go to inside, if you go to read your Bible, there is truth, there is lie, there is faith. So Bible said, you know the truth, you know the truth, truth will set you free. That's all.
Should the government actually control what you do over the social media?
Concerning the social media, I don't think it's the business of the government to regulate that, because I think they didn't have the main reason for that. I think the main reason that they want to decide on that is because this social media nowadays, social media will expose most of the things they do. So I think that is the main point they want to bring out, because I don't really see a reason for that, because that is what helps people. even for the youth nowadays, to communicate to, those that are not around there, to news and stuff like that. So I don't think it's their business.
Thanks for watching this wonderful episode of Street Views on Ominira TV. We hope to see you next time on the next episode. Meanwhile, I remain AJ Kingsley, aka Kings Middle. Thanks for watching.